Well, all right. We would now welcome our pole sitter for Sunday's FedEx 400 benefiting Autism Speaks, Denny Hamlin, driver of the number 11 FedEx Freight Autism Speaks Toyota. This is Denny's 15th pole in 268 Sprint Cup Series races, his third pole in 2013, and just heard this was Toyota's sixth pole of 2013 of the year. So talk a little bit about your run out there.
It's been good, to have the FedEx Freight and Autism Speaks car on the pole for the title race. It's awesome, and hopefully we get a little bit more awareness and get a little bit more media attention for that. But obviously, it's just out of our minds right now in qualifying, and we're just hoping to parlay that into a good race weekend. So everything's been good. I'm going to lean on my teammates a little bit tonight, go visit them, and talk about what we can do to make our race car better.
All right, we'll take questions for Denny. We'll start right here in the middle with Reed.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Denny, when you got out of the car, you said you were hoping for a top 10. Were you really expecting people to beat you, and surprised that you stayed up on the pole?
Well, I thought that all the really strong cars were later in the field, obviously, especially the last two were very strong. So I really did. When I ran the lap, I wasn't in love with it. I thought fundamentally I didn't do that great of a job. But I knew the track conditions were really bad. We were sixth in practice, and we were only a tenth off of what we ran in practice. So in the back of my mind, I'm saying I'm preparing for the worst, hoping for the best, and obviously we just counting down, saying, okay, it can't be any worse than sixth, can't be any worse than fifth. Okay, we're on the front row. Watch out, here's our teammate. Kind of feeling. So it's cool that we're obviously giving our pit crew yet again another huge advantage when those guys are already the best on pit road.
Additional questions for Denny?
Burton, maybe the
Sweet.
They've already seen you. Melinda?
How are you feeling?
I'm hot. I'm just sweaty. I thought we were in Delaware.
We are in Delaware.
Oh. Feeling great. Obviously, poles and winds fix any issues you might have. So feeling good right now. Ready to go run a marathon. No, not really.
Final chance questions for Denny. Rick?
Denny, when you talked earlier about, obviously with the circumstances, you needing to maybe be more aggressive than you might be in another circumstance, how much does that carry over to what you're doing in qualifying versus what you'd be doing in the race?
Not a whole lot's different. Obviously, this tells me we've got the speed to run up front and win races. In the last couple of weeks, I haven't had what it took to run with my teammates in the actual race, and I think that that's the driver holding back the team a little bit. So I think that I can get better, and still knocking some rust off of. This is only really third race back, so I've got to get a little bit better, and that's why I'll just continue to work on that and really rely on guys that have won races, and my teammates have won a handful here. So I'll go talk to them tonight about it.
I guess what I was asking is, it's natural that you would
championships in back-to-back seasons.
It's natural that you'd put some pressure on yourself in the race situation because of the points reality. I guess what I was curious about was, do you feel any particular need to qualify any stronger than you would?
Not in particular. I didn't think we had the draw or the outright speed to have a pole run, but I knew I just had to do the fundamentals that I had to do to make sure we gave ourselves at least a shot at it. And when I saw how slow the track was before I went out there, I tried to run the same exact speed as I ran in practice, and then just hoped that I had the grip to hold it. But I'm not being any more aggressive. I think I'm just smarter now in qualifying than I was before.
All right, we got one final question.
Denny, you just alluded to how you're feeling pretty good. Do you do anything in the car to stay kind of comfortable, especially with this race is physically demanding? Next week, a Pocono is physically demanding. To kind of stay comfortable in the car. Is there a brace or something you're wearing, or how do you stay comfortable?
We have some lumbar support. We've got some airbags in the seat itself to help with comfort. But other than that, it's everything's pretty much the same. I did switch up my belt configuration a little bit to help as well. So I think that overall I'm pretty comfortable right now, really as comfortable as I've been, and with that extra lumbar support, it definitely helps.